Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the Douglas Conservation Commission meeting for Monday, June 18th, 2018 at 7:05 p.m. First, we have some items for discussion. First one is the violation notice for 164 Perry, but I'll have to recuse myself, and there'd only be 2 board members left, so we'll wait and see if Tracy shows up.
I can give a quick update, though. Oh, you want to wait till Tracy?
Yeah, she might. Mike said she might. And then the DEP appeal for 68 Woodland Road, that's pretty much just a notification, right?
We're having a sidewalk tomorrow at 2.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Or the 20th.
The 20th.
Wednesday at 2 p.m.
So Wednesday at 2 p.m. And you notified Tracy, right?
I think email went to everybody.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay, and the request for a certificate of compliance for 97 U Street, and you just went and looked at that?
I went again, yep, because the first time it wasn't brown. And, I'll just show you the pictures from 10 minutes ago. Should be an as-built in the file.
And then to be signed, maybe?
Is it up on top?
No, that's Woodland. Deer Crossing. Well, here's the one for Orbison, 97U, but there's no plan here.
There was one last week. Is the file was not there? Let me go look.
While Steve's gone, we can, the minutes, we'll wait till he comes back. The minutes of 5:14, you wanna do those? I didn't see any
I didn't either.
corrections.
I am 3/4 of the way done. I have not seen anything like that.
Oh, 5:14?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll wait on that one. Next meeting isn't until July 16th. I guess we skipped over the 4th of July one. Find it, Steve?
It's on the file, but it's not in there. I mean, it was, I looked at it, so we must have taken it out and maybe not put it back correctly.
Because I looked in the to be signed, and that's all it's here is the certificate.
Is this house, Steve, like at the, near the corner of you and Elm?
Kind of, yeah. We just,
Because you come down Elm and you hit the stop sign there. And it's to the left, right?
it's closer to the railroad tracks.
Oh, okay, it's further down then, it's not the one I'm thinking of.
we need, everything matched, I mean, Margaret's here, she did the as-built, so you can maybe verify.
Yeah, I believe I submitted the septic as-built, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can drop another one off, basically shows the limit of work, grading.
well, I can show you the pictures if you want.
Yeah. Go with that.
I mean, nothing was outside the ordinary.
Did we actually open the meeting today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we've gone over several things.
I know, we
already.
have. I missed the first
Yep.
part.
So where's the closest wetland area, Steve?
So here's, yeah, so, I mean, the plan is here, the approved plan. So, so when you come down the driveway, which is around here, wetlands along the edge here. House, septic, deck, and the well right here. It was Septic Joy originally did this. Then
Okay.
Dan Heaney came in, hired Yerker, they kind of modified it a little bit because they wanted a different house. A couple ladies bought it, and then they backed out, and then I think they hired Margaret. Wanted to drive under, reconfigured it. I think they actually lessened the amount of impact, everything outside the 50. And then so the as-built, there was nothing changed.
Nothing, the house is actually a little smaller.
It was smaller than it was.
Right.
So I started these photos from the street. And then I went down the driveway and walked around. So that's the well out to the right there. You can kind of see it right there,
Where's the well?
right here.
That little
Oh.
nubbin cement.
Well, that's pretty dry where that well area is.
I think that was mulch, actually. over
Was
there.
it? Yeah.
Go back.
Let's see if I have one. I'll go back.
It's green close to the house, but yeah, that's not bad in the back. It's the side areas, because it does come up.
The row of stones there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, alternating with vegetation, yeah,
Yeah.
plantings.
So that was today, you can wait another meeting. Get the as-built.
You can get another shot of the well. I thought it was dirt too, but if it's mulch, it's different.
Over on that side, it is all mulch.
Yeah, I have one from,
Yeah, right? Have a little, whoa,
this is
that's
from,
the old one, right?
the last meeting.
Yeah.
So I probably have a good shot of the well. So you can see the change in, so this is all mulch from the well back, and then this was hydro seed.
From the well back to
Where are the pictures you took tonight?
So from the well right here.
You took that
Can
tonight?
you see there's a line
no,
difference?
he's just showing us.
I want to see what's there tonight. I mean, that was weeks ago. I know that some grass has grown.
I think his point is that if he doesn't have a good shot of the mulch, that was showing us that the mulch was already there last time.
There it is. So from the well back is mulch.
Why is that? That's very
Yeah.
peculiar to me. Why is it mulch from their back? Is there something going to be installed there?
'Cause
Chances are he probably didn't want to dig it up, grade it, and add a bunch of loam.
Because it's supposed to be loomed and seeded right up to everything
Yeah,
that
there's
was
really nothing on
disturbed.
here that says like mulch pile.
I mean,
That's usually
mulch
something we would know about.
disintegrates in a year. And that's not that thick. I mean,
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't understand.
You would expect that to be hydroseeded too, wouldn't you?
yeah. That- it
Because
should have
mulch
been.
is not really permanently stabilized, whereas, grass is.
Mm.
So that's right up against the wetland direction of the
Correct.
house, you know?
It's-
So that's not something that we would have disregarded in the original
Yep.
notification. So I would
Here's where the
say,
well is.
I'd say I'd have a problem with that.
Alright, so wait for the
Where's
grass
the
to grow
driveway
more and
coming
then.
up or something?
Well, are
Well,
they
it's
even
supposed
gonna,
to
are
be
they
moved
even
and
planning on
seeded.
seeding that?
Well, we can tell them.
Yeah,
Tonight.
say there's no grass in that back corner, there's nothing permanently stable in that back corner.
Anything within the 100 needs to be
Stabilized.
growing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can find that as-built
Uh,
for the next meeting.
The rest is doing very nice.
Might be in my car. Take a look.
Oh.
Can I
Thank
see
you.
it?
Mark it
And.
Does that go in here?
Oh. Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, was that here? Okay, 7:15, we have a public hearing, Manchoc Pond, Town of Sutton Board of Selectmen. Anybody here for that?
Yes, just sit at the table or?
Do you have a plan or? Okay, yep.
Nothing that wasn't submitted previously.
Okay, yeah, you can sit right there.
Good evening, my name is Matt Salem. I'm the GIS and permit coordinator with Solitude Lake Management. We were, brief history of our company's involvement with the Manchoc Pound Foundation for the past probably, I'd say 10 years, probably longer. Previous iterations of the company had performed either biennial or every 3 kind of point intercept surveys to kind of document the vegetation within the pond and also kind of monitor the growth of the invasive species. Our company manages water bodies throughout New England and the East Coast, ranging in sizes from little backyard stormwater ponds all the way up through Lake Winnipesaukee, Lake Saratoga. We manage the
One-
invasive.
1 second, I forgot. We need to read the public hearing that was put in the paper. Sorry about that.
Do it all again.
Do you have it, or,
The
let me see, the notice?
I don't. I'm sure I have it somewhere.
Hold on, let me see if I got it here. Because that's one thing, we have to make sure the ad was put in the paper.
Yeah, I have the receipt that it was.
I don't see the ad. Usually Maria will print it too, right?
Let me go check the TNG.
The what? Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's.
Must be the heat. Let's see, DEP didn't say anything.
It was run on the 5th. I have the.
Well, I need
But
to
yeah,
read
right,
the ad.
I also have that too.
Yeah, Steve will see if he can get a copy. Usually she prints them out.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that I haven't gotten a tear sheet from the TNG.
Because she knows we run into this a lot where people don't bring a copy of the ad.
it's one of those situations that, there's the green cars and all that stuff.
Yeah, do you have the green cards? Oh, there was a butter notification?
Yep, it was when I was the certificate of mailing.
Yes.
Because I think it was over 75 of them, which,
Yeah, that's what we need.
Wow.
so this is,
You must have ran down the printer. Thought they could use this printer. Yeah.
this is, I think Sutton has Douglas's. And this is Sutton's.
Okay. The town of Douglas will hold a public hearing
Sutton the
for a
Butters?
notice of intent on June 18th at 7:15 in the Municipal Center, 29 Depot Street, for work to be done pursuant to the Town of Douglas Wetland Bylaw and the Wetland Protection Act, MGL 131, Section 40. The proposed work location to be done on Manchog Pond and involves an integrated aquatic management program to monitor, assess, and implement measures for control of non-invasive nuisance aquatic vegetation. Okay, so we got that, and he doesn't have the abutter notification form, Steve.
He doesn't have the, well, it was certified mailing, right?
Certificate of mailing.
Certificate.
And I think Wanda in Sutton has the certificate of mailing, because I have the Sutton in my hand right now.
Oh,
So, I'll get that tomorrow.
So we don't have the certificate of mailing for Douglas. So we probably need to continue this. I mean, it's procedure. I mean, it'd be like if we couldn't find your ad in the paper, even though you swear on a stack of Bibles that you did this, we could not legally hold public hearing until we did this.
are you guys abutters?
Yes,
Did you guys get a mailing?
I got a mailing. I'm Dave Schmidt, President, Manchog Pond Foundation, 48 Bigelow Road, Douglas, and I did receive notice.
Did you receive?
Yes, and something.
I mean, you might be able to open it and just not close it. You have to write the order of conditions anyways, and then next mailing, if he said he did it, and then he produces it next meeting, it should be okay. If he didn't, then he would have to re-advertise, re-notify all over again.
Above board. I'm not cool with that,
Okay.
just taking a hearsay,
Yeah.
you know, even though the abutters said they got something, if they had brought it in with them. Yeah, so board, what do you want to do? It's up to you guys.
I can go either way on it. I can see both sides of it, so.
So you don't have a problem with it?
No,
Mike?
well, I can go either way. I'd support either one.
We have no abutter notification.
I may have it in my car. Can you give me 1 second?
You're right. I mean, he's got an abutters list, but it's for.
For the
Sutton
wrong
I mean, I
and
also
Douglas.
have the certified copy from the town of Douglas.
Well, that's just what the
Right.
assessors print out, but that still
Right.
doesn't say that you sent them anything.
Well, that'd be great if he has it out in the car. That would really solve that.
Can we ask a question here? I'm a little confused. Are you with this, you're not with the Pond Association?
We were hired
You were
by
hired by the Pond Association.
Yes. And I was gonna get into all that if I,
What's the name of your outfit?
Solitude Lake Management.
I'm looking. Are you Brandon?
No, Brandon
No.
is the consultant for the town of Sutton. The third-party reviewer consultant.
So you're hired by Sutton
So
to manage the pond.
Well, let's wait until
I will
we
get
open
it.
the public
All
hearing,
of-
or not.
Excuse me. It's just kind of confusing who's who when you read this email.
No? So Brandy, you have no problem?
No, well,
Oh.
I mean, I thought we would have no problem if we got lucky and we could see one of the cards out, but,
Yeah.
yeah, it's safer just not to. There's-
Sorry about that. We have to have that proof that the abutters were notified, and we don't have that.
But do you-
We've never proceeded without it.
Okay.
Not once.
I don't
I mean-
think that they have to re-advertise.
Well, we can,
We just
Well-
continue
just
it.
continue it to
Well, I
next
mean,
meeting.
this was probably going to get continued anyways.
Correct.
Right. So
So we can't have any discussion until we see that the abutters have been notified.
okay.
And we'll
I am-
continue it till when, Steve? That's July.
Can I request a special meeting for it?
No.
No.
The person who is
Probably-
going to be the chair is not here right now. And she would be the one to set up the special meeting.
You know, it probably all works out because 2 members are leaving. You know, you got 2 new members coming.
I'm just trying to go through the. I know
Can't do
Special-
it.
special meetings can be requested.
Well, you can, after this meeting, you can request it of the chair, who's going to, maybe she'll be the chair, I don't know. But we will not, they will not be having another meeting until July 16th.
Right, but can there? So you're not planning on holding it? You would be against
I'm not
holding?
going, these,
She's not the person you would ask because she's
I'm
not going to
resigning.
be chair.
This is my last meeting, and Brandy is not
Yeah.
also going to be reappointed. So Mike would be the only one that will be at
You have to
that.
ask the chair. You don't know
July
who the future
meeting.
chair is.
Right,
Yeah.
and I was
That's
just
all.
asking before they're chaired in. If
Yeah.
I mean, if you
You
guys
don't
are
wanna-
against it, then you guys are against it. That's fine.
Plus, you don't
We
want to
can't-
saddle the next person with that. The next person should have that choice.
She
whoever
might be on
chairs.
vacation that week,
Right.
you know? We
Okay.
can't say what her life is gonna
So
do.
I would just, I would at least, you open the, I mean, I would continue it to June 5th, I mean, to July 16th, 7:30.
16.
July 16th at 7:30. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So the abutters, we have continued it until July 16th at 7:30. And you have to bring in that list, or even just send it.
I thought we'd come back without it. I'm sorry.
Well, if you want to send it ahead of time to our secretary, Maria, she's the one that set everything
I
up.
will make sure
and
to send it.
That way it's in the folder in case something happens, you never know. At least we'll have it and we can open it up, and if somebody else comes in your, instead of you.
I'm agreeing. I understand.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, 7:30. We have a public hearing for 65 Bigelow Road. Richard here?
Here, here,
Here?
here, I think that's.
Okay.
No.
And we need the ad from the paper.
Yes, we do, and I've got the certified
Okay, great.
green cards.
Yeah, Maria didn't print out the ad from the paper. She usually does that.
Oh, man. Let me get new glasses.
Oh, thank you. The Town of Douglas Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing for Richard Hare on June 18th, 2018. Oh, we have it, here it says 7:15. in the municipal center. I suppose that doesn't matter now. The proposed work location will be done on 65 Bigelow Road and involves proposed construction of a single-family house, septic system, and well. Proposed that construction activities are within the 100-foot buffer zone of Manchog Pond. Okay, and the abutters list,
Oh.
you said you had?
Yeah, they all came back but one, so you want the green cards, correct?
Yeah.
And then here's the one that hasn't come back yet.
Okay, great, thank you. And you could introduce yourself too?
Sure. All right, my name's Margaret Bacon. I'm an engineer with Civil Site Engineering.
I'll pull that up under the light.
Okay. And I'm here requesting a permit to replace an existing cottage and build a new cottage with a new septic for an existing property at 65 Bigelow Road. Right now, I don't know if anybody's gone down there besides Steve. There's an existing one-bedroom cottage there that really no longer functions. And so what he'd like to do is replace it with a small one-bedroom house. And then what he has up here right now, he still has, and you can see it right here, an existing outhouse that they don't use anymore, but they'd like to put in a, obviously Title V approved septic system. So here's Manchog Pond. Here's the edge of the lake in blue. Here's the estimated 100-year floodplain based off of the FEMA maps. 50-foot buffer. I kept the house out of the 50-foot buffer. And then here's the 100-foot buffer. So the septic is pretty much out.
Are they gonna demolish the old one?
Yes. Yeah.
What's the size of the old one? I can't see any dimensions on
Let's
that.
see. That's 20 by about 12. It's really,
One bedroom.
Yeah, right. It's a room. It's a room.
It's a camp.
it's a camp, that's
Is
correct.
is the demolition of that going to create a work site around it that requires erosion control, et cetera, or
Yeah, and I do have erosion control right here.
how about any canopy removal or
copy of the
anything
plan?
like
You can see
that?
that?
For accessing that
Oh.
existing?
Yeah, it's not on a foundation or anything, that'll come right down, that's not a big to-do.
I just didn't know if there were any trees in the way.
Oh, well, here's the tree canopy, and actually that's the overhang.
Uh-huh.
So the trees are pretty much back there. Our surveyors always, get the overhang, so it is under the tree. I think Steve's got some pictures there.
See the video?
Sure.
So right now, I'm coming down the street, and then right before my car is the driveway.
And your car is on the right,
On the right, under the
under the canopy?
canopy. So this is kind of what we're out here on the peninsula.
This copy has 200-foot. There's a 50 and 100,
Yes.
not two 100s.
No, did I do a typo?
So over
I
here,
think that's a typo, yeah.
I go to this little low area, Margaret probably talked, there's a little area where all the stormwater hits.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a 50.
So this is the driveway?
That's
Yep.
the driveway. You can see the house to the left. This is
Oh,
between.
where are we going?
It's kind of a low spot.
It's just a low spot to show you that where
Off-road.
the water collects.
It's kind of like a stormwater, well, it's kind of turned into a
I see it,
stormwater
yeah.
basin for the roadway runoff.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
And the neighbors kind of put a lot of brush in there.
Is the red building the garage, or
No,
is
no,
that a
that's
neighbor?
the adjacent lot.
Okay.
So is that brown building, the
That-
house?
That's correct.
Wait, so we already passed the garage a while ago then? The existing garage?
It's right there.
No, the existing garage, which is
Oh,
up
yeah,
there.
that was that red building.
It was the red building?
Yes, I'm sorry,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
So
okay.
this area, this stone,
Uh-huh.
so you can see on the plan as
It's-
reference,
Right
that's
here, is that,
Survey.
I've got a benchmark in there. So there's that stone, and the house is,
so when you see this stone, the house is right where I'm standing.
So the structure to be demoed is one-room cottage.
right here,
And
And they're
the new
gonna-
dwelling will be,
right here.
Further
yeah,
away.
is that a year-round dwelling, or is that another?
It will be eventually a year-round dwelling. The gentleman owns it now, lives in New York, but he'd like to retire here.
Look like a nice spot.
It is a nice lot.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why, huh?
Is there a deck on here?
Um,
Can you
Yes.
pause it?
I have an
Or back up?
8-foot deck that goes
Oh.
right around it.
Okay.
And then here's that depression here. I didn't want to
I'm just trying to get a shot
fill
of
in
the
there, so that's going to
existing.
continue
Yeah, I
to
think
be
when I go
used
back-
as a
Oh,
little
okay, if you've got
stormwater
it
basin.
then go ahead.
A natural stormwater
Hey, Jack.
area.
So the parking is gonna still remain here?
Yes.
Okay.
And he didn't want a garage or anything, so could keep the existing gravel drive. And like I said, the existing house, or the proposed house is going to be pretty much built at grade, maybe a couple feet up. And then it's going to be like an A-frame with glass facing this way, and just a one-bedroom for him and his wife. And I had to do some grading over here to cover the septic tanks. Then the force main just comes right up here and into the septic.
So I'd like to see maybe a condition that says, no canopy is gonna be removed unless there's places where it will be removed, if you can specify that. But,
Sure.
I just wanna be sure that whoever comes in to demo that existing cottage doesn't just say, this would be a whole lot easier if we just take half these trees down.
No, we can.
The trees surrounding the demolition area?
Yeah, so basically, if you don't have, do you have anywhere where you need to take canopy down?
It's just gonna be where the proposed house is,
Okay.
and I don't think they really have to take anything down there. They can, yeah, if anything,
Right.
it just might be a couple of low-hanging branches,
Or
but
that's different, yeah. So, yeah, just a note that says, no canopy removal anywhere except for the proposed new home.
So does that mean you want it in the plan or just as a condition?
I can do it as a condition, just make it easier. Existing shed, how did I miss that? Boy, there's a lot of
well,
little
there's
buildings.
a small, even smaller shed that actually belongs to him, but this is, you know, as you can see, it's on the other side of the property line. They probably assumed the stone wall was the property line
Oh,
at one
okay.
time, you know, when you actually go out there and survey it.
So wait,
Okay.
oh, I see, I see, okay, the divergence between the wall and the line, gotcha. But the shed's staying there.
I imagine eventually that's gonna come down too.
Well, that would,
It's just it's not on a foundation or anything. It's nothing to take that out of there. I don't know if you have any pictures of that?
If he's,
because it's, oh, now where's your straw wattles? or-
Right here, the pink,
Purple.
the
Oh,
pink.
pink.
Oh, the pink, because you've got, the shed
well,
is
they're not
within
taking
the
it.
100.
They're not taking it down, she's just saying that someone might take it, is that right?
Eventually, it's
They'll
probably
have
gonna
to
come down, but,
File a new notice of intent then. If they're gonna
Okay,
be
all right.
taking it down. All right,
okay,
because it's not included.
I just
Yep,
have a little
with this.
tiny,
all right.
No, I'm just
barely-
asking
Yeah, I
you.
see it.
little Sasquatch.
We're telling you that it's,
Well, if it can be included with this,
well,
can you,
then, I don't think it is, because you didn't put the erosion control around it.
okay.
So it
oversight of my
obviously isn't-
part. I would imagine eventually he's gonna take that down.
Well, then he's gonna have to refile,
Okay.
I would think.
Yeah, the thing is, even if it doesn't take much to take it down, what we find is that that's a perfect opportunity to just hack down a few vista trees. Whoosh. You know, like, bigger things tend to happen when small things need to happen. And so
Okay.
that's why it's really good just to wrap it all up in one nice little package.
So
And if there's a foundation there, they don't wanna just take the boards off. They wanna get rid of that whole foundation
Right.
too, which
Although I
would be
imagine there wouldn't
excavation.
be for a shed, but.
Sometimes those little
Right.
places, they put
So if we include,
fieldstone foundation.
if we included it, because I hear you two are leaving,
Yeah.
so it'd be nice if we could wrap this up without going to a whole new board.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, what do you think? Your client won't mind refiling? We can't predict what the old,
All right, but
the
what if
new
I say?
board might
so
say,
what if I
oh,
s-
no problem.
No, what if I
you
say
know?
he's gonna take it out? Can I just give you a revised plan, just showing the erosion control over here? And saying the same thing, no canopy removal, for the existing, existing sheds?
I would be even okay with conditioning that the erosion control extend around the shed and conditioning that the note that I previously said, no canopy removal around existing home or existing shed. In other words, I think we can do both of it with conditions.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I think
the
they're
erosion
minor enough.
control
Wraps around the shed,
wraps around
the lake side of the shed.
the existing shed, because that's the only
Yeah.
thing on here that says existing shed, right?
Yes,
Okay.
So I think we can condition it all in there. How's that?
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just makes my life a lot
Yeah.
easier.
Because I agree, it's, I think it's worth doing, but I also agree that it's minor, so.
The conditions extend the erosion controls.
Yep. And the
Encompass
no
the shed.
canopy removal except for the proposed new home.
Yeah. Are there butters here today?
Any butters here to have any questions? No?
Close, but not in a butter.
Okay.
Would you like a motion?
Yeah.
Okay, I move that we close the public hearing and issue an order of conditions with the condition that the erosion control extend around the lake side of the existing shed and that no canopy removal is done except for around the proposed new house.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a good night.
thank you, you too.
Okay.
This must go,
Margaret, nice job.
Okay, so May 14th meeting minutes. I guess Tracy's not gonna show. Sorry.
which one?
May 14th.
I didn't see, actually, made it all the way through that one. I didn't see anything,
You let him.
but doesn't mean.
You had a couple more.
No, I got all the way through it. I did have a quick question. This is not relevant to the minutes, but it's prompted by them. For Steve.
Where are you?
Yeah, Steve, just a question about, we were talking about the minutes where the town was requesting the $10,000 and that the transfer was approved at the May meeting. I asked if you could get a written statement from town council regarding who has permission to transfer from the Wetland Protection Fund. Were we able to get that?
I already didn't get that yet, no.
Okay.
Which number was that?
I think Bill
Number
was on,
5.
Bill was on vacation, and when I went there, talked to him, we got permission to talk to town council.
Oh, I didn't know you had that little extra step.
Yeah, yeah. They put the kibosh on that a couple of years ago.
Aha,
Why was
gotcha.
it- Why was it
By the time he came
even,
back, it was my oversight, sorry about that.
No worries.
why was it even presented to the town meeting? Was somebody just
Yep, they just
overlooked the
decided to
fact-
take
They
it.
just,
Well, it seems like it, so that's why we want to follow up, because if something
Yeah.
like that did happen, the town and the commission needs to know about it.
I think it's illegal for them to take it without our authorizing it.
And the only other question I had, again, none of this is about the minutes themselves, but more about the content. Page 7, numbers 12, 13, and 14. I couldn't remember, I don't have notes on that, why there was no discussion on any of those.
Yeah, me neither.
Was this the last meeting or the meeting before? Was this the one where you left early?
No, because here we adjourned at 10:14, so no, that was not it. I did think of that, but no, that wasn't it.
What meetings, what minutes are you reading?
No discussion, no discussion.
May 14.
I don't know, but we didn't vote on them until, oh, Steve wasn't here. Steve wasn't at that meeting. And we weren't sure what the, when the original conditions, when the original order expired. And Tracy had to recuse herself, and, well, she
Oh.
wasn't here. And Steve was,
I have nothing right
no,
now.
wait a minute.
Yeah, they're all GBR related.
Absent Steve Zisk. I
37,
think that's why,
37.
because we had to ask Steve.
Yeah, I didn't write myself any note on that whatsoever, so I,
Yeah.
okay, just was curious,
So I
but
think
I
that's
have no
why.
other comments on.
Because then the next meeting, we did vote to authorize, to extend it.
But item 11 says, quotes Mr. Zisk. Item 11.
Oh, 11, yeah, we were still doing stuff back then.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but Steve was here.
absent that day, evidently.
Yeah,
Was he absent that day?
yeah,
I didn't see it at
the
the
meeting minutes,
non-voting
page
absent,
one.
Steve Zisk.
No, it says non-voting Steve
It says
Zisk.
absent,
Oh, is that what she meant
it's
by
under
that?
absent.
Under, yeah,
Are we
subtitle
Sure,
absent.
that's what she meant by that?
Well, I don't know, what's the next one say? Oh, yeah, absent, non-voting, Steve Zisk. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, she just means he's a non-voting person.
Steve,
who's
were you
present.
here on May 14th?
Yeah, yeah, because I
Okay.
think he's throughout this thing. Yeah, here we go, Mr. Zisk, blah, 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 blah.
Well, then we don't know, Randy.
It's a separate-
Yeah, we just don't know what those
Okay.
are,
Okay.
but there was no
Why we
discussion on
passed
them.
over them.
Okay, so,
But we did do it at the next meeting, which would have
Yeah,
been
this was
June
not-
4th.
This was not you taking off and
no,
leaving us without a quorum or something.
no, but I love the way you put that, but no, no, it wasn't.
You know why?
Okay.
Why?
Because you had to leave.
That wasn't it. You guys, no, you guys are on the wrong day. Notice what time we adjourned at 10:14.
Wow.
It's an entirely different meeting. But boy, that really crawled up everybody's butt, didn't it? No, we don't know why these weren't addressed. So I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of May 14, 2018 as presented.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, those are done. And now the June
I
4th?
haven't looked at
Maybe we
this.
just wanted to
We
go
just
home
got
earlier.
this.
And then, you know,
Oh,
we postponed them.
well, we won't be here at the next meeting, Brandy. So Mike, I had one correction. Next time you and Tracy can approve them. It's Glenn Kravosky.
Glenn?
Yep, not Mike Kravosky.
Okay. And
Yeah,
that's on June 4th, huh?
yep.
That's June 4th.
We just got those tonight. Should have it somewhere over there.
Yeah. Glenn.
Yep. I think it's one
Okay.
in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And so the violation notice, I'd have to recuse myself, so the two
Right.
of you would have to discuss it, so then I don't think it would be
Well, we should postpone it.
a meeting.
Postpone
That's
it
right,
for the
so
next
we'll
one.
skip, not enough people. And then the favorable compliance, we're going to just, they're going to look at it next time. Well-needed seating or something. Okay. And Trout Pond was continued, and I think that's it, people. Steve, did you
Well,
have
what about-
anything, huh?
There was someone in the audience that was instructed to talk to the commission, all right?
Oh, hi.
Hi, Linda.
Hi. Did you have something,
Good.
Mike?
Yeah, can we go back, discussion item number 2, what did we,
Well, that's just
that's hanging.
informational,
FYI.
FYI kind of
Okay,
thing.
that's
There'll be a
FYI.
site walk on the 20th
And there's number
If
3,
you-
the
2 p.m.,
request
I
for
believe.
certificate
At-
compliance.
Huh?
We said that they needed to seed the back corner where it was mulch, remember, by the well?
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait till that's seeded.
And I'm gonna let Maria know about these things tomorrow, why we didn't get to them. Before we do anything else, I need to have you all sign the extensions for GBI that you had questioned, because we did vote on one. Oh, actually, it's only you that needs to sign, because Tracy couldn't sign. And this is the other one. And other than that,
Want to grab the audience?
yep. Okay, did you want to come up, Gary?
They're not on here.
Let us know what you're here for. Thank you. You already signed those last time. Yeah.
Hi there,
Hey there.
Hi.
I'm Gary Vecchione, and lived in town since 1959. And Suzanne from the Selectmen's office asked me to stop in. For some reason, I thought I was going to be at a Selectmen's meeting, but I made an application to be on the Conservation Board, so I don't know if there was any questions, or if I'm at the wrong meeting, or...
Well, I think you still do have to go to the selectmen's meeting. She might have
yeah.
thought it would just be nice.
Yeah, do you know when that is, or is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow
Or?
night.
Oh.
It is posted on the bulletin
Okay,
board
so
out there.
I'll just check with her.
Yeah.
And maybe it was that might have just been a slip of the tongue error. She might have meant to say selectmen's meeting. But it's nice to have you visit. But sorry to make you come out.
But there is one tomorrow night, and you and another fella are supposed to be addressed as new members or something, and...
Well, the selectmen appoint.
Yeah, something to point.
Okay, so,
So, I think you're in the wrong meeting, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Don't
And
put
we're
that the
we're
wrong
a
way.
7-member board, and there's only going to be 2 members from the next meeting,
So,
so
very
we're
odd.
looking for,
are you one of those members, or are you...
no,
No, I thought you were going to be around for a little bit longer.
no, 23 years is enough for me.
Linda, that's all?
That's all.
Well, thanks for your service to your country. So, do you have any questions for me, or just...
We won't be here to ask anything. No,
Okay.
it's
All right.
really-
Wait, I
But
did
if you have
read
any
your
questions-
resume
Yeah,
that you put.
Do you have
so.
any questions for 2 outgoing members who have chosen not to
yeah,
ask
what's the pay for this
reappointment?
job?
Big bucks.
Zero
Huge.
Big
point
bucks, yeah.
0.
No, I don't have any questions. I can make all the assumptions I want about why you're leaving or staying,
Better off.
but,
Oh, just the same thing, right? 13 years is a long time. I just
Yeah.
decided not to ask for reappointment.
yeah, okay, well, again,
It's
Thank
a
you
tough,
for
tough
sit-
job.
you know, I gotta tell you though, my meeting time gets over like at 8:30, so if you guys are going till 10 o'clock, I think I might have a problem.
We try not to.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little away from us, but generally I'd say we've made a good habit of getting done by 9.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
all depends. I mean, sometimes, like tonight, was very light.
Well, this
Agenda.
never happens.
Right.
And then other nights, there might be 10,
Right.
you
Now,
know.
is that something new, the television with all the,
No,
stuff on
we've
there?
had that for, God, 15, 20 years, because this is all recorded.
really?
Yep, there's a camera there.
For some reason, I don't
one
remember
behind
the
you.
television and
Oh,
all that
yeah.
stuff. So somebody
Yeah.
goes out to the site and takes pictures of the site?
Steve,
Steve.
he's our man, audio visual.
I knew he was multi-talented, but
Very
yeah,
much
nice
so.
job on that. That's very interesting how
does
that
it- he
works.
does-
Incredibly valuable.
That way, we don't have to, sometimes site walks, it's so easy.
Well, when
you
you're
know.
trying to get all these different people
Yeah.
to get to one place.
Can you skip a site walk because of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Really?
at our discretion. If it's really straightforward and you can see all 4 corners of the property, you know, when it's a
Yeah.
real simple one, but, you know,
Where was that property, on the reservoir somewhere, or?
that was Manchug, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally, you could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
And there's no need for any wetland delineation because it's all the pond,
Yeah.
the water's edge.
Brick
And then
walls.
Steve's gone out ahead of time and taken pictures and looked at the site. He saw that little detention area
Wow.
and he does a real good job.
Interesting.
Yeah. Can't
So-
always get away with it, but.
Yeah.
So your first choice is conservation.
Well, I don't know about first choice.
What, that's what you listed.
Prison
But
sentence
you
might
also-
be my first
well,
choice, but
You think about being considered for planning board or ZBA.
yeah, I'm gonna probably run for planning board in the spring. and the ZBA. I like both of those things.
I think they're looking for associate members on planning board, alternate members.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, if I can't vote, it wouldn't be any fun,
Oh.
you know. But I'm also
Yeah.
wanting to join the grammar school reuse committee.
Are you retired or something now?
Am I retired?
Yeah.
No, I'm just getting my third wind.
I was gonna say, lots of activity going on, okay.
Well, I have a heart for the grammar school because I'm probably one of the only guys on that committee that went to school there. You know, so I don't know them, but maybe Linda could speak to that. But yeah, so I went to grammar school there, and I've got a really great idea of how to cure that whole problem. And
Great.
yeah, oh yeah, I've had that idea for years. So yeah, I just thought I'd join up on a few things that were close to me. So
Excellent. Great. All right,
Okay.
well, I am going to make a final motion.
Do I hear it? Motion to
adjourn.
adjourn.
Second.
Motion made and
All right.
seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
We adjourn at
thanks for your time.
7:55. Thank you.
All right, yep.